Hey everybody, it's Mick here, and this is going to be my Legends of Tomorrow Season 2 Episode 15 review. Loved this episode. We got to see Captain Cold. Wentworth Miller is back. He is great. I love Wentworth Miller so much, and I love Dominic Purcell, and I just love seeing them both together on screen. That's why Prison Break is so much fun. But I really do like Legends. I wasn't really that big of a Prison Break fan. I don't watch it frequently. I've seen it, but I don't love it. So it's great to see Dominic Purcell and Wentworth Miller on a show that I will watch. So let's get into this review. So I'm going to keep it short because, again, I've been trying to catch up with videos. This episode was really nice. The stakes have been higher than they have ever been before. They have the Spear of Destiny in this episode. It's amazing. I love seeing them going back to try to destroy the spear with the blood of Christ. I thought that was a really cool storyline. I love how they're not afraid to reference things that are religious, because they talked about how they couldn't go back to the crucifixion because it's like one of those moments in time that you cannot mess up, or else it just messes up everything. So they basically confirmed that God is just God in this universe. Like, he is God. God exists, and it's a thing in the DC universe. So I like how they're not afraid to kind of throw those things out there, and I like that. I like that they're just like, it just is what it is. They're not afraid of offending people's religious beliefs. So that's cool, but they're still respectful about it. They're not making a huge deal about it, so I like it. Wentworth Miller is back, as I said in the beginning of the video. I love Wentworth Miller. He is freaking unbelievable. He is great as Captain Cold. I thought he's a great character in the first season. I think he's a great character now. But in this season, the Legion of Doom go back, take him out of the timeline, bring him to the mission, and he becomes a part of the Legion of Doom. And I like that, because he uses Mick against him, or I guess he uses the situation against Mick. If you guys remember earlier in the season, Mick was having hallucinations of Snart, and then Snart uses that against Mick and pretends that he's a hallucination in this episode again to get Mick on his side. So I like that, and I like how Mick falls for it completely, and then he finds out that Snart is actually alive, and then he turns to the Legion of Doom, thinking that if he goes to the Legion, he'll be respected. He thinks that the Legends don't care for him as much, and he thinks that they've just been treating him like a dog, but this entire time, that's what Snart's been doing. And we'll get more into that in the next episode, because it gets really interesting. The next episode is like probably my favorite out of the entire series as a whole. Again, I do like Rip. We talked about this in the last review. I do like Rip kind of being challenged as like the captain. He doesn't know his place as much in the team anymore, and I like that. We'll talk a lot about that at the finale review, because there's a lot of speculation for myself of what's going to happen to him. Amaya had an interesting, part to play in this episode. She knows about her future now. She knows what happens to her village, and seeing this war zone in this episode just makes her feel emotionally attached to saving her future, but like saving it as in saving her village. And so she wants to use the Spear of Destiny in this episode. She wants to use the spear to change her, I guess her future, her village, but she also doesn't. She wants to use it just in general to win the battle and just erase the Legion, but it's also calling to her. The spear calls to people in different ways. I was expecting the spear to call to Sarah with Laurel, but that happens in the finale, but we'll talk about that. But it called to Amaya specifically about her village, so I was glad that she didn't fall for it, but at the same time she was thinking about it, because she really, in the beginning of the season, she seems a lot like this perfect character who's been trained, who's like the ultimate mature character, but she still has flaws too throughout the series. And I like how she's been absorbed in the Legends. It's a really good character arc. I think that it's probably my favorite out of the whole DC TV verse right now, just because she seems like a legit character that has changed so much over the season. The show is getting better and better. I do like this episode just because of what period they go back to, the whole war experience, but the Legion do get the spear by the end of the episode, and they change everything. I love the episode after this, episode 16, because it really shows you how bad it would be if the villains won. And I like that, because we get to see kind of like an inside world of what it would be like if all the vigilantes and metahumans died. We'll talk about it. I wonder, like, all these different things about what was going on through the Legion's head when they were creating their world, and we'll talk about it because it's really interesting. But what did you guys think of the episode? Comment down below. Was it your favorite? And do you think that it was great seeing Wentworth Miller return? I love Wentworth Miller. He is fantastic. He can do no wrong. But what do you guys think? Comment down below. As always, we can get some more people in here if you would like by sharing this video. So don't forget to scream this video out to the world by sharing it to your friends and family. Don't forget to like and favorite this video. Don't forget to subscribe. And as always, I will see you guys later for some more videos. Bye-bye and have a great day.